Welcome to a Fables a Day, in which the Archivist reviews an issue of Fables a day up till the final issue, where he will undoubtedly cry like a baby. And there's no restraint on spoilers, so if that's a problem for you, well then go read the series and then come back. On with the show! Fables number 132, Bird Calls, Part 2 of Camelot, in which Rose sends out her invitation to knighthood. Right off the bat, Rose is readying her round table, which is just a round card table. You know, one of those small ones with folding legs, set up in the middle of a field. Meanwhile, Frogcatcher, Red Riding Hood, Lake, and Wayland come to check out Castle Fabletown. Ozma and the Green Witch ask for Lake's help with a spell, and especially what she knows about fate transfer vectors. Wayland and Fly are there to go up to the farm to talk to Rose, who wants Wayland's help on a new structure. At her round card table, Rose meets up with all the birds that have flown up the beanstalk to other lands to send them all back to the other worlds to find suitable heroes to join her new knighthood. Meanwhile, Swinehart is sewing up Brandish, who's not killed him because, I don't know. So, Wayland is up at the farm and tasked to create Rose's new grand hall and round table. And while Brandish is talking with Lay and Swinehart in his office, Rose boots down the door and pumps him full of lead. Of course, he wakes up from being turned into Swiss cheese, chained at the bottom of a hole, with Rose wanting to talk to him of many things. And in a far-off world, a golden bird from the farm finds an old wanderer, surprised at the news of a restored round table. Everything's laying out fairly straightforwardly, which I like because it's giving us a slow burn to the finale. Something I do want to note though, and I'm saying this is the only reason Brandish did come back, is that Rose seems to be taking her hope and basing it off of chivalry and the romanticized version of the Arthurian lore, which is, by the way, my favorite folklore of all time, or whatever it counts as, ever. But more than that, Brandish represents the dark side of that strict adherence to chivalry and properness, with a flashback in this showing that he killed his mother because he saw her and his father screwing, and no queen should ever act that inappropriate ever. It's a solid parallel to what Rose is trying to gather up to that can only lead to an interesting story. So tomorrow, we both find out what comes next.